Welcome to
the Sky Podcast.
Exclusive on Spotify.
Season 2!
Welcome to another episode, guys. We have another letter from the sky today, my love. Do you know what it is about? Can you guess?
You told me the title, but I already forgot. But I don't know.
I don't blame you because I'm the same way. Ang bilis natin makalimot ng things.
Something to do with...
Sige, go.
I seriously forgot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the title of this letter is I Feel Like I Don't Belong in This Generation. And he asked to keep himself anonymous. He said, Dear Sky Podcast, hi, I'm 23 years old and I'm currently reviewing for my board exam next year. I'm a guy and I don't feel like I belong to this generation because I don't drink, I don't smoke or vape, I don't go to nightclubs or bars like what most millennials do for fun these days. I feel like I don't belong in this generation because my kind of fun or stress relieving activity is not drinking, going to parties, clubs, etc. I'm a guy and society dictates that men should be strong drinkers or at least be a drinker. You'll be considered a boring person if you don't drink. Well, I can really consider myself a boring person talaga. I think the most stereotypes for a guy is that guys should be outgoing, guys should drink, but I don't do these types of activities. What I do is TikTok, YouTube, Netflix, stay at home, social media, eat some food, basically do nothing. I'm an introverted person and I get anxious every time somebody asks me to drink. To shortcut, to summarize, sabi niya, should I change myself in order to feel that I belong in this generation? What if I meet someone who likes to party? Will she accept me for the guy that I am, even if I'm like this? I appreciate your thoughts. For me, I think there is nothing wrong with not drinking and not doing what everybody else is doing.
Yes,
I think there's so much pressure in society, especially if you haven't kind of traveled a lot or met different kinds of people a lot. There's always that pressure to fit in. There's always that pressure to do what all of your barkada is doing.
Yeah.
But what your barkada is doing is not necessarily correct. You know what I mean? Like, the world is so big. There's so many different people. And there are so many people like you na hindi mo lang na-meet.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi akala natin, if this is our circle of friends, whatever they're doing is correct. Kasi yun lang ang alam natin. So if they're going out and you're the only one that's not, ikaw yung odd one out, you feel na baka mali ako. Kasi lahat ng ka-age ko, ito yung ginagawa.
Yes.
Diba? But if you just look from the outside, Slater and I don't drink anymore. And honestly, we know a lot of people that don't drink and they're completely normal. In fact, they're so successful, they're so happy, they find people who also are like them and they don't drink, and that's completely fine. It's really a society thing, I feel, na napapressure tayo because, for example, guys, not just are they pressured to be drinkers at least, but they're also pressured to be strong, not be sensitive. If you're a little bit different, if you dress up a lot, if you're a little bit feminine, and then parang ostracize tayo sa groups natin, diba? Just because we're not the same.
Yeah. Sa akin, I think sakto yung lahat ng mga sinabi ni Chris na you don't have to bend to whatever is popular in society. And not only that, from your letter kasi, mafe-feel ko na parang you're anxious about it. You're anxious a little bit about not being able to be one of the guys, not being able to be part of the crowd. Parang, and it kind of like hits your self-esteem and self-confidence as well. But to be very, very frank, that's how I felt dati. And parang na-realize ko na recently, like, even when we were in Paris, diba, we met someone na grabe siya magnegosyo. He's like 28 years old and then grabe na siya, like super successful in his field. We actually went to a club with him. Tapos cool siya na like may dating, may respected, successful, but like upfront niya sinasabi. Kami umiinom kami. Tapos sabi niya, I'll order drinks for you guys on my treat, but I won't drink lang ha. Because that's me. I want my brain to function really, really well. But no judgment. Kayo lang, I'm just doing a cleanse. Parang ganyan.
So he goes to the club, he parties, he socializes, but he doesn't drink, and that's just him, and he accepts that.
Yes.
And kami din, parang, whoa, I respect this guy.
Yes.
He knows himself, hindi siya na-peer pressure, wala siyang FOMO. Mas na-respect ko pa siya.
So, I think it depends on how you filter it through your system also, na parang, ay, hindi lang ako umiinom eh. Kaysa sa, no, I'm okay. I don't drink. Yun lang talaga ako. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. Then, you try to learn to hang out without having to drink.
Kailangan lang ng konting self-acceptance. I think you need to tell yourself that this isn't wrong that I'm like this. This is just who I am. And then when you accept that sa sarili mo na, honestly, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a perfectly fine human being. It's just I don't like to do certain things and I like to do certain things that are different.
Oo.
Once na-accept mo yon, na-internalize mo yon, confident ka na sa sinasabi mo. Diba? It's easier for you to project that to your friends and to the outside world.
But-
and when you project that to the outside world, it's easier for people also to accept that.
Yeah.
Diba?
Sa akin naman din, there's syempre he's 23 years old. There's a lot more growing that we have to do. Sa akin, yeah, we're introverted. I'm introverted, Chris is introverted. Pero para sa akin, the social skills that we learn also is very, very important. So, we just don't just say, ganito talaga ako and make that as an excuse na hindi na tayo magsa-self-improve. Like, para sa akin, like, introverts can gain a little bit from learning how to socialize, learning how to mingle, or even just small talk. It actually took me so long to do small talks. I'm not interested about weather. Even ngayon, like I like to talk about the big things. Yung mga maliliit na bagay. Pero I try.
Pero alam mo, before, I also had this group na hati yung group kasi half wanted to party and go out and drink all the time and half just wanted to stay home and chill.
Oo, tama.
Diba? And I remember that mas strong kasi yung party half kasi mas vocal sila, mas fun sila, mas wild sila. Tapos sinasabi nila, sobrang boring mo, you don't go out, ano ba? Ang lola mo, ang tita mo, ganyan. If you guys want to hear the full episode, you can
check us out on Spotify.
Spotify.
It's free, guys. It's free.
See you there.
Skypodcast.
Skypodcast.